So tomorrow is the day that the All-Star teams are going to officially be announced, or I guess it's today for everybody listening. So I figured this is a good time for us to do our own All-Star list the day before and see how close we can get to the actual ones that come out.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I promise you, I'm getting every pick right. I don't think that I'm going to miss a single pick, and I think my All-Star team is the best.
I was just about to say that you probably are going to have the worst out of the three of us.
You lost the last draft. If we're being real, you lost the last draft. I need to your team building skills is very suspect right now. Whoa. They're on the ropes.
That's crazy.
I'm not even trying to replicate what I think is going to happen. I'm just going to go off of like what I would do if I had an All-Star vote. You know what I mean? So like
vibes.
I'm going to do it that way. I think that's more interesting because like we can predict who we think the voters are going to pick, but that's less interesting to me. But before we get into it, we have some breaking news to talk about.
Ooh,
okay. Ruo Hachimura is not breaking news because it's a few days ago now, but we have some, up-to-date news that we keep up with. Ruo Hachimura is now a Laker. What do y'all think about this trade?
Whoa. Oh my God. This is crazy.
Is he
the Lakers are going to win a championship now. Wow.
The third option. That's the thing.
I don't care. Like, it's cool. I don't care.
Yeah, it's not going to move the needle like that. It's a somewhat interesting move because we all talk about how they need wings and just need people that are tall. And he's not the best shooter in the world. He's damn sure not the best defender in the world. But when you compare him to Kendrick Nunn, I'd rather have a big guy that can shoot a little bit than a small guy that can shoot a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I think automatically this is just what the Lakers needed in terms of just like get with the fucking program in general with the NBA. Like they got a dude who was younger. They got a dude who is actually like who's just naturally born talented. Although he's talented, he may not be using his talent like to the maximum capability like other stars or whatever in the NBA do. But this is just what they needed. And this is just another body that they could use. And I think this automatically, he may not be like the third best player on the Lakers, but he may be like the third or fourth best player on the Lakers, just in terms of like straight up talent, raw ability.
Maybe. Shit. The problem is he's not very good. It's like to call it straight, he's not that good. There's a reason that he never quite got his footing in that rotation. Sure, they had too many wings to really give him a proper chance. So maybe he has, with the second home, can really carve out a role for himself. But he's not great. I'm not willing to say he's the third best player for sure.
Yeah.
But I see the vision. The interesting part to me is they plan to re-sign him and actually plan to start him next to LeBron and AD. It takes him out of the running for a max contract spot next summer.
Max contract spot is crazy, but I mean, if he
not for him, but they're not going to have max money to offer to a free agent next year if they re-sign him.
Oh, okay, I see. Either way, it might be a win-win because maybe they don't want to re-sign him and he's just like an experiment, like the cheapest dude out there that he could be a bang for their buck type of deal. But what's interesting about Rui is that I think I saw some stat that said he was like 39% or maybe 36% off a catch and shoot from three this year.
Shout out Kevin
with
O'Connor.
the Lakers over the past 20 games, they're the sixth best offense. A lot has to do with that with LeBron James averaging like 34 points per game or whatever fucking crazy shit that he's doing. But if Rui can just learn how to shoot with the Lakers, it seems like as soon as people get on the Lakers, they just forget how to shoot. They lose all mediocre ability to shoot. And I'm scared that might happen to him because I don't 100% trust a shot like that. Because it's fucking Washington who scouts and preps against Washington for real. So,
I mean it's a good move. I think the fact that they still have first round picks is still very, very key. I think if they had like went and overpaid for everything, that would have been an issue. But the Lakers have an abundance of second round picks. They got rid of 3 of them. Like it's fine. I think it's a very good deal in terms of value. Because like what's the hit rate or like what are the chances that you're gonna go and get 3 solid rotation players with second round picks? So I think,
and every year they buy some from people anyways that don't want to pick a player that deep. So like they do like every year. So who cares?
Exactly. Yeah. They're gonna replenish. It's good value. Like Isaac said, I don't think it moves the needle at all. But to put him in the rotation with Lonnie, with AD coming back, I mean, it's definitely potential.
Austin Reeves coming back too. Let's not forget.
Listen, are the Lakers gonna have shooting now? Is this what they're doing?
Listen, it doesn't make them a new team, but it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? And especially if they make other moves to the deadline, like if they go get a Josh Richardson or whatever other small name they're linked to, all these things combined can make a meaningful difference when you see it all in totality. And like Mo said, he is a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter. His regular 3-point shooting numbers aren't great because he's terrible off the dribble, but he's not going to be asked to do a ton of that. He's going to get the best looks of his career playing next to LeBron, playing next to AD. Russ does create open shots, so like there's potential there for him to fit and find a role he was never able to get into in Washington.
Listen, I know Pat Bev has been playing well. How the Lakers need to make as many moves as possible to keep pushing Pat Bev down the roster and down in the rotation. This is one of those moves. I think with everybody coming back, it'll be positive for him. That's what I'll say. And I think that's my overall take on this trade is that it's a positive trade.
Facts.
And in a season
Step in the right direction.
Yeah, in a season full of like negatives for the Lakers, this was good for them.
Yeah.
And that's all you could hope for, to be honest.
Exactly. And if they re-sign him to a team-friendly deal to give him $10 million a year, it gives him a medium-sized contract to be able to make moves in the future, which right now all they have is max contracts and minimum. So being able to get that type of just number on your salary cap sheet is useful.
Yeah, exactly. Flexibility, and if there's any opportunity to trade up for not a star player or like a mid role player and someone just out there who's in the middle tier, like off the top of the head, like a Gary Trent Jr. Not to say that he's not like something like that. They'd be more flexible. They're not flexible enough to do something like that.
Exactly.
So, wins all around.
It's interesting that they're going to start him for sure. That's was the plan. Apparently, it leaked immediately.
That's kind of crazy.
He's not a good defender right now.
Yeah.
But the Lakers they try hard. It's just like surprising given what we saw in recent years under different coaches. But under Darvin Ham, they try really hard and they get the most out of these relatively poor defenders. Like Russ hasn't been a disaster this year defensively like he was under Frank Vogel. So hopefully in a new environment, playing for a team with expectations, we'll really see a different type of intensity out of Rui. And if that's the case, and he can be a decent defender, he does have some ability to create shots off the dribble as like a secondary playmaker for himself. There's a little bit of vision you can see there, but I'm not going to hold my breath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It's a good trade. I'm excited to see it. Rui got his something that I'm worried about.
Oh wow!
This has to be randomed. This has to be mentioned. Like a year and a half ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, Rui just like completely disappeared from the NBA and the Washington Wizards, and a lot of people
mental health issues.
He's going through some mental health issues. You on the Lakers now? If you think you went through it back then in Washington, you about to be in Alcatraz now, bro. Spotlight on you every night.
Listen,
I don't know what those issues were, so I don't know if it was relating to the team or not, so I won't get too far into it. But yeah, there is a lot of pressure associated with being a Laker.
Yeah.
Them lights be getting bright out there. They get bright. That's what Mo was saying is that everybody just forgets how to shoot out there because it's tough. It's tough playing as a Laker. It's tough playing with LeBron in terms of like what you're supposed to do in order to help LeBron out. So hopefully Rui can figure it out.
Yeah, it's like if you're LeBron's teammate.
The loudest car in the world just drove out of my apartment. Jesus. Someone's drag racing out here.
Them boys with the spoilers.
But it's like if you're LeBron's teammate, get ready to go ahead and prepare to be trending every night if you have an off shooting night. Get ready for your wife to receive death threats. Crazy, bro.
That's funny. Yeah, that's all. That's the only like big story to talk about. Anthony Davis is supposed to come back tonight and play for the first time in 6 weeks. That'd be cool. We'll have more to talk about with that next episode. I think we found out Zion might be out until after the trade deadline.
Damn.
Bad news for them. But not a whole lot going on. We're kind of in the dead zone of the season while we're just waiting for more dominoes to fall into trade season. I want to take a second to talk to you guys about our partners, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the best and easiest way to play fantasy sports and earn money while you watch your favorite players. If you play their pick'em game mode, all you have to do is pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money every single night if you get your picks right. The last few weeks, I've personally been having a lot of success on Underdog. I'm a big fan of these two-man entries like this one you see on the screen now. I picked James Harden's points plus rebounds plus assists and Jeremy Grant's points to go over, and they both hit, and I won 3 times my money. And if you sign up today using the code TD3, they'll double your first deposit up to $100 of bonus cash, which basically means free money to try to win more money with. And if you do sign up with our code and want to play along with us, I post my picks almost every night on our Instagram story, so you can go follow us there to see what I'm picking every night and potentially win with me. So again, sign up for Underdog Fantasy today with the code TD3 to double your first deposit up to $100. So, not much to say. I think we can get into the All-Star Draft.
Let's do it.
So before we get into this fully, I want to remind you guys, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe, help us grow further. If you're on Spotify or Apple Music, rate us 5 stars, leave a review. And that's the obligatory bullshit I got to say. Let's start with the starters. You guys want to do East or West?
Let's go West.
Okay.
East started tough as hell, so West is...
Okay, Mo, you go first. Who are your West guards?
West guards are Curry and Luka.
Okay. So we should say that first. You have to, for this system... There has to be 2 guards and 3 front court players for your starters. And then your bench is 2 guards, 3 front court players, and 2 flexes for any position. That's the mandate for voting, so we're going to stick to that. But okay, so you said you had Curry and Luka?
Yep.
Interesting. What about you, Donovan?
I got Curry and Luka.
And so
How's
I
that?
might be the biggest Curry fan.
It was tough. I will say I see where you're going, and make your point because I'll play off
I didn't
of that.
put Curry on there. Curry is on the
Okay.
bench for me.
And why?
I put John Moran above him.
Wow.
Games played, honestly. It's just because
That
Curry
is-
missed a lot of games played, and that's the tough part with all this. Is you want to throw it out the door, but like Ja, his team's a 2 seed. They've been incredible. He's been incredible. He hasn't missed an extended period of time like Curry has. It's kind of what it came down to.
I completely understand that. I think that for Steph, when he's been on the court has just been so good and he's just been so dominant that for me, like the games played, I'll worry about that later. When we get to when we get to all NBA and then we start talking about games played, that's whenever it's gonna like make a difference because then we'll have the whole season. But like as for right now, and especially because Curry's injury was very, very recent. And so I think like obviously it hurts and you want to take everything into account, but like the All-Star break is freaking 60 games into the season. Like it's the whole it's so much. And so like things are bound to happen. So that's the only reason why I didn't have Ja as a starter. But I completely agree with your logic though. I see it. Yeah.
I love team success as like that's an all NBA thing. I don't care too much about that. But games played, I was like, if there's got to be a tiebreaker between two exceptional guards this year, like if it wasn't Ja as like this obvious other candidate, then Curry would be starting. It was just there's this other guy who like deserves it just as much.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
I like how we all just have Luka in agreement. So we don't got to talk about it. Like he's Luka.
Yeah, it's Luka.
MVP candidate.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
So front court players. Mo, who do you got?
All right. So front court players, I included LeBron in there, of course. I don't think
Naturally.
that's a question. Okay. Jokic, of course.
Naturally.
Had to.
Yep.
The third one's a hard one. This is the hard one.
This is a hard one. I want to say Jaren Jackson Jr. because he's been fucking balling.
As a starter?
Bro, yeah, that's not crazy, but I didn't put him as a starter. I put Sabonis in there.
Okay.
I put Sabonis in there.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, the Sacramento Kings are the third seed in the Western Conference.
That's so crazy to hear.
I know.
So
and they have a gap. They have space. Like someone could catch up to them, but I wouldn't say it's 100% likely.
Yeah, I mean, they're a fake ass third seed. They're gonna fall down a little bit. But
this man hating.
I see what you're logic. Like, Sabonis deserves it. I respect that.
Yeah. So I got.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, I got.
All right. So I have Bron in there and I have Jokic in there. And for my 4, it's kind of the same logic that I had as the guard. I have Zion in as my 4.
Ooh.
Whoa, Zion with all them games missed?
It's the same.
He's incredible.
It's the same reason with Curry is that when he's been on the floor this season, and his injury is fairly recent, he's been absolutely spectacular.
True.
And so, like he was having an All NBA season, and I think that if we're talking about the first half of the season, I would want Zion as a starter, and I could also live with him being there because if he's going to be out through the All-Star break, then we can get somebody into the starting to the starting role. And so you don't have to like take away that acknowledgement for Zion for somebody else, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know what we'll do at the end because many players are going to miss? We'll do a couple of reserve spots for the replacements that we assume are going to happen. But we'll save that for the end.
Yeah.
So
but yeah,
I hear you.
Bron, Zion, Jokic.
I hear you. So I didn't pick Zion or Sabonis. I thought heavily about both of them. Sabonis, I came down to the fact I just don't think he's quite as good as some of the other guys. So I wanted to reward him for the games played, but I didn't end up doing it. He's on my team, obviously, but wasn't in the final 2 for the starters. Yesterday, I had Zion Williamson.
Wait. Before you go, right? Because I feel like I know where you're gonna go. So I want to say the person that I jumped over Zion for. That way, it doesn't look like I'm biting. my reserve after Zion was Lowry.
Okay, yeah, I'm not bringing up Lowry. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I had to protect.
I thought about Zion. I had him on there yesterday. He's actually written on the paper still. I didn't actually change it, but I changed it in my head. Because we found out he's going to miss probably the rest of the season until the All-Star game, that's going to be such a colossal games missed that he's going to be leaped by my other guy who's coming back today, Anthony Davis.
Damn.
He's coming back today, so he's going to make up those games played and going to be playing a lot more. And you could say it's inconsistent with what I did for Curry, but I don't think there's a jaw looming like there was for Curry. I feel like the other competition, let's call it Sabonis, is just nowhere near as good as Anthony Davis has been this year. So if he gets the nod, even though he has a games played miss, the talent and production gap is bigger than the games played gap.
Yeah, that is true.
I can't stand you.
But
I can't stand you. I really can't. You love
coming?
AD. You will
Thought I was
make
picking
every
Lowry over
single
AD?
excuse. You will make the thing with Lowry is the games played. Lowry's averaging 25 a night, and he's played 40 something games out of like a pot. He's only missed a handful of games, and he's been there every single night.
He's hooking my fantasy team up.
damn.
I want to, and so like I want to give Lowry the nod, and so yeah, that's why I had him as like the very very close one.
Okay. So what do y'all think about Anthony Davis? Do you think it's crazy to put him in there?
I think it is when you have guys like Sabonis and Lowry, and also I might switch up Sabonis with Lowry because I forget the Utah games, the All-Star games in Utah, and so like
You make him a starter because they're playing in Utah?
yeah, I mean fucking
Them
wasn't
fans
was Jared Allen a starter a couple years ago when it was in Cleveland or last year when it was in Cleveland? Or
No,
something
he
like
wasn't a
that?
starter. He was an alternate.
Oh,
He
okay.
was an ambassador. Like he was good on Friday night.
What does that mean?
Ambassador. That's
hosted?
disrespectful.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
the one.
emceeing?
He's the one taking everybody around Cleveland. You know, so
That's
he's
crazy.
it's Jared Allen, and he's showing them the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's his job.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's easy to forget. Yes, he missed 6 weeks, so I was like, damn, 6 weeks is a long time to miss. Like, it's a fuck ton of games, man. But AD was a top 5 player in the NBA when he was healthy this year.
Yeah.
Like, and he's coming back today, so he's gonna make up the next 10 games before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
That's enough. He's coming back tonight, so like,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I want to give you a little bit of pushback. AD was not a solidified top 5 player when he was healthy this year. It took him like 10, 15 games to get to that point.
sorry, he was a top 10 player for 15 games and
There
top
we go.
5
That makes
for the
me feel
next
better.
20 games.
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
He's on average a top 7 player for the year. Sorry about that.
That
We
makes
do
me
some
feel
quick
better.
maths.
There we go.
Question. So if Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis and he gets hurt again in the next 10 games, so you're putting Zion in?
Yeah, Zion would be the next person.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Sabonis after that.
I still can't stand you, but I see the vision.
You pick Zion. It's not a different situation at all.
No, it's a very different
Same vibes.
situation.
It's literally the
vibes.
same. Like it couldn't be more
It
different.
just
Couldn't be
because
more
it's
the
AD.
same.
Nah.
That's why you.
Exactly. That's why.
Fucking haters.
That's why.
Okay, so those are our West starters. Do y'all want to go to West reserves or East starters?
Let's do
Let's finish.
reserves.
Let's finish out the West.
Yeah.
West reserves. Okay, so let's go to guards again. Mo, who are your 2 guards off the bench?
Fuck, man. All right. So I have to put. Oh, so Jaw's obviously on my bench. I'd be
Yeah.
ridiculous
Okay.
lunatic to not put him on the bench.
Mhm.
What's hard for me is like
You son of-
seeing that De'Aaron Fox is having that type of
You
success.
fucking
This is
love
so
De'Aaron
nasty.
Fox.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
love
man.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and I'm nasty with it, but at least I rock it with pride. But I'm not going to
Thank God.
name him there, and I have to put Shea there, bro. I have
There
to
you
put
go.
Shea
That's
there.
the right
He's
answer.
just substantially a better player. I don't know a soul on this planet who would take De'Aaron Fox over Shea.
You faked me out. I
So-
thought you were that soul. I was about to say,
Nah,
what is
not
wrong
me.
with you?
Nah, not me. So I got to put Shea in
Okay,
there.
so we can all agree. We all have Shea on there, right?
Yeah, John
Absolutely.
Shea for me. Yeah.
Okay, seeing it's Curry and Shea for me because we talked about them.
Okay.
Those were probably that was the easiest part. We have these 3 guards vying for 1 spot in the starters and 2 for the bench. We all knew it was the 3 names, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And listen, we can talk about Shea a little bit, give him some flowers. The Thunder are currently a play-in team.
Dude,
They're solid.
they're
And it's
surpassing
completely-
every expectation that literally everyone had for them. They thought they were going to be, and
Exactly.
everyone thought they were going to be in the Wemby sweepstakes, and this is going to be the year that they go ahead and haul all those goddamn picks that they have and try to recreate those Twin Towers. And now they're at the point to where, like, Shea, a lot of people on paper, I swear to God, the casual NBA fan cannot name more than 3 players off this OKC team, or 4. I'm being nice right now. I'm being
We
real
can
nice.
probably
And
name
so-
6, and then we're like, damn, who's that?
yeah, for sure. I to be honest, I probably can't go more than 7 deep, bro. They just have a lot of bodies.
Crazy.
I probably know 9, honestly. Like, at
Yeah,
best.
okay. 7's like I could probably name damn near their entire roster.
Yeah, we're
but
exaggerating, but you get the point. Is there some Isaiah Joe is on the Thunder now? I don't think a lot of people know that.
Isaiah Joe's
He's been good. He's been nice.
Yeah.
Besides the point,
He's nice. Poku is doing his thing. Then there's JRE.
Poku is a money
Jeremiah
laundering scheme.
Robinson.
He's a tanking scheme.
It's
Poku's
just
not
a lot
a real
of-
person. He's a social construct.
Yeah, it's just.
But yeah, Shea's been incredible. 30-point scorer.
Bro.
Legitimately one of the best offensive players in the NBA now. He's made the leap to being a top 15, top 20 player in the league, and I don't think he's going back. I think it's just who he is now.
Yeah. Shout out to
and
Shea.
Obviously, we don't got to talk about John Curry. We know why they're on the team.
Yeah, they're solid. They're solid.
So, for the 3 forward spots, who do y'all have? For me, it's just names we've talked about. I have Zion, Sabonis, and Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah.
Okay. Who you got?
I got Lowry, AD, Zion.
Okay.
Without a choice.
I have Lowry, AD, Sabonis.
Okay, so I like how I'm glad we all have the same names in different orders. But okay, so you guys have AD on there. We talked about that. So at least you agree he deserves an all-star spot. At least you guys weren't taking the hate too far.
Yeah.
With how he was hooping in the season, bro, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's talk about Sabonis, because we did our ranking episodes, I think 3 episodes ago. My biggest regret the day after is I didn't put Sabonis on it. He kind of just slipped my mind. I had Rudy Gobert at 30. Take him off. Sabonis is on there. Sabonis, at this point, I might have him like 24. Like, Sabonis has been incredible. Yeah. The way they're using him now, where he's the lone big, not playing next to somebody like Miles Turner, he actually has space to operate and do his thing. He's baby Jokic. Like, the way they run through him as an offensive hub, the last 3 games, he's averaging like 11.5 assists. He is an incredible offensive player.
Yeah, crazy, bro. And also on top of that, he's gone better on defense as well, which is
a little bit.
a little bit better.
He said too far.
But I still want to give him his flowers when it comes to that. But back to what you said, offensively, he's a wizard, and he just doesn't get the same type of props because he's like, Sacramento's been doing their thing, but a lot of attention tends to go to the flashier player, De'Aaron Fox, and he's
listen. They in Sacramento, like we don't care.
Yeah, but Sacramento's kind of
no. Like, listen, they're hooping. We're gonna give them their flowers for being third. But it's Sacramento. Like, there's just certain cities where
it's not a big market. It's easy to overlook.
Yeah.
If he was doing this in New York City, he'd be a fucking mega star.
Oh my god, oh my goodness, bro.
Remember the Porzingis mania? This guy's way better than Porzingis ever was.
Remember who?
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah. So obviously Sabonis deserves a spot. I think there will be some people out there that will say Fox should have been their all-star representative. Yeah. Disagree. I just think Sabonis is better. I get it. It's not a huge gap, but I think Sabonis is meaningfully better than De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I believe that if you were to choose one of those players to drop with a bad ACL injury, wild way to frame it. If one of these players were to go ahead and drop with a catastrophic injury, which one of the other players do you think? Which one of these other players do you think they'd have a better chance of surviving with? And I would say Sabonis, because what De'Aaron Fox is doing is easy to replicate with a lot of guards in the NBA.
Yeah, and I like to write off De'Aaron Fox a lot because you like him too much. But if you put him on your team, it's not crazy. I just think there's when we get to the flex positions and the guard spots, there's just more people that are deserving.
Yeah,
but it's not a giant gap, so not to be too disrespectful to Fox.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we all agree on that. Let's talk about Lauri Markkanen. Lauri Markkanen deserves all the flowers.
Yeah. Listen, he's my most improved player, and
can't be mad at it.
He's gonna get my, at this point in the season, he's gonna get my vote. 25 a night, having his most efficient year by far, scoring 25 a night. He's there every single night. It's very, very crazy to see somebody this late in their career take the jump. Yeah. Because normally by the 3rd and 4th year, you kind of know what somebody is going to be about. Maybe they could go to a different situation, bump up their average by 2.3 points by some more usage. Lowry is 7-8 points better than he's ever been.
He reinvented himself in 1 year.
It's insane. And so for him, he's getting all the all-star flowers for me. Shout out Lowry, man, because I don't think anybody saw this coming from him this year.
Not I'll tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely. 10,000% agree with everything you said about him, dude. Lowry's insane. He's
at the point now where, if I was a good team, I would very much want Lauri Markkanen to play next to my stars. When he asked me a year ago my opinion on Lauri Markkanen, I didn't give a shit about him. I wasn't even thinking about him when thinking about valuable players.
Yeah.
But now, he's a great three-point shooter with his height. He's legitimately a big floor spacer. He is out of nowhere, an elite rim finisher. He dunks on everybody. He just knows how to cut and find his way to the rim and finish. I can't remember his numbers. Last time I checked, he was shooting 67% at the rim.
Something crazy.
The thing is, too, he's averaging 25 while being the least ball dominant 25 you'll ever see.
Yeah,
he doesn't
that's a dream.
He just finds a way.
That's a dream to play with.
Exactly. Like you put him, get him another like not elite but like high level guard to play next to him. Like if he was next to Darius Garland like he was last year in this role, with this type of freedom to take shots, it'd be incredible.
If the Utah Jazz were to go ahead and do what they're supposed to do and like just tank correctly and grab up the number 2 pick, select Scoot Henderson, that would be amazing. That would be crazy. Bro. That would be
imagine him imagine him and Wemby, just these twin towers shooting threes.
Oh my goodness,
man!
Wherever Wemby goes, like you compare him with absolutely anybody, it's just gonna be oh my gosh, that dude.
Yeah,
facts. Imagine him and Julius Randle, and we're like, oh shit,
exactly. That type of nice, bro. But
that's funny,
bro.
For
Lowry,
we all agree on these forward names.
Yeah,
these next 2 spots are interesting.
Okay,
because I think we'll all go different ways with the 2 flex spots. I'll go first, so y'all know these could be any position. Just 2 players in the West.
Yeah,
I went with Devin Booker and Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Damn.
Who'd y'all go with?
I like the Booker. I like the Booker pick. I have Devin in my flex as well. I think it's the time in which Devin has been out has been his best MVP case over the last 2 years because the Suns suck without him, and you are clearly able to see just how much he brings on a nightly basis, and especially now that Chris Paul is over the hill and he's washed up, and DeAndre Ayton isn't stepping up to be like the superstar that Devin Booker is in that role. It's very, very clear. Booker was balling before he got hurt. And yeah, so I'll give him my MVP vote as well.
It sucks that you now see the value that he brings now that he's out, and you couldn't see it before when he was.
No. We always saw it. I never said that he was not a good player. I never said he wasn't important. The thing that I said was we do not care. That's what I said. I said he can do.
Very different conversation.
Devin Booker could have done anything he wanted to do. Right? He dropped. Yeah. Listen, Devin Booker dropped 50 points. And I did not care.
Damn.
There was
I care a little bit. I care
very little.
I care a good amount. Just not enough to make him an MVP candidate. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah. He's good. He can play basketball very well. He doesn't have my interest on on a night to night basis the way that some of the other stars do.
Yeah.
Hater. Okay, who's your second spot?
Yeah, when it comes to Booker, yeah. When it comes to the Suns, lame organization, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, who's your second spot in the flex?
Oh, you guys might hate me. You guys were saying, why can't the Kings have 2 people? They can. And I have De'Aaron Fox as my second
over
flex.
Damian Lillard?
Yes.
He's averaging 29 points per game.
Wow.
Yes. De'Aaron Fox has been balling this year.
Look how the tables have turned.
Listen, De'Aaron Fox has been balling this year. He has played a lot of games. He's one of the most clutch players in the NBA. The Sacramento Kings are 3rd in the West, and the Portland Trailblazers, after a hot start, have fallen all the way down in the standings. De'Aaron Fox is the engine of one of the most fun offenses in the league, one of the better teams in the Western Conference, and he and Sabonis deserve love. The Los Angeles Lakers have 2 All-Stars, and they're in the freaking 12th seed. I'm giving the Kings love, and I'm giving De'Aaron Fox my second flex.
Shout out to you, Donovan, because you're better than me. I just simply couldn't do it because there's not any day that ends with Y where I believe that De'Aaron Fox deserves an All-Star nod over Damian Lillard. And I don't think he's ever been better than Damian Lillard. And I don't think that the success that has been seen is enough to warrant him.
Y'all asleep.
As that, but I love it, though. I don't hate that pick at all. I don't hate that pick. I had the same
choices
as you, by the way.
29 and 7.
Yeah.
With 63% true shooting. He's incredible.
Yeah, you just can't.
He looks like Damian Lillard. Nothing changed. His team sucks around him. They failed to surround him with good talent. Their whole idea of rebuilding around him on the fly was stupid. It didn't work. But Dame is still Dame, and he still is clearly all-star caliber.
Nah, okay. I think what they did was not stupid. I just think that what they did was not good enough straight up.
No, it was stupid because it was a fruitless effort. It was never going to work rebuilding when your main things you're sending out are CJ McCollum, Robert Covington, and I forgot who else they traded. Was it Norman Powell? No. It wasn't on that team.
They did trade Norman
I can't remember the third name they traded.
Yeah, they traded Norman Powell. They traded Robert Covington.
And CJ McCollum.
Too.
Yes.
Yeah. And they lost their first round pick that was coming that deal. That was never going to be a situation where you build a contender.
Yeah.
But all that aside, Dame still looks exactly like Dame has always looked. He's incredible, and I think it's so disrespectful to leave him off the list.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
I think disrespectful is. Listen, Damian Lillard has also missed a lot of games. He's only played 35 games this year. De'Aaron Fox has played 43 games. He's played more games. And so when we were talking
That
about
is true.
when we were talking about the other players, when it comes to like a starting spot, yes, I'm gonna put the absolute best player there. Once we get into the reserves and we can start playing around with it a little bit more, I think De'Aaron Fox has had a fantastic season.
Listen, it's not crazy. I said it's not crazy that I
nod.
put De'Aaron Fox in, so it's not the wildest thing in the world. I just think of all the names to cut, Dame isn't the one I would have cut, but I understand.
Yeah, exactly. I can't refute that. I love that take.
I see your logic. It's not insane, but I thoroughly disagree. We can do our reserves real quick because the first name, Fox wasn't my first cut. He was my second cut. The first cut I had to decide between was Paul George or Dame. Paul George, he missed some games. He's been great. He's had a very good season. Like he's my first reserve. So if Zion can't make it to the All-Star game and I have to put somebody else in, I'm bringing in Paul George, then De'Aaron Fox, then Jaren Jackson Jr.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I feel like no one cares about the Clippers this season. Like ever since
They've been so disjointed.
the whole Kawhi thing, yeah, they just been disoriented throughout this entire thing that they've built, and it carried on to this season. And I feel like no one really has eyes on Paul George or anything like that, or anyone on the Clippers because of how fucked up they've been. So it's interesting. I don't even know what his numbers look like this season at all.
22 points per game. His scoring's down a little bit. Or it's like 21.7. He's been Paul George. Like his output, because he missed some games. He was a little rusty for a little bit. The whole offense has been kind of disjointed, but he's still Paul George. He's been great.
Okay.
Who's your first cuts?
For my reserves, I would have Damian Lillard, and I would have Jaren Jackson Jr. I think
Fair.
I think Jaren's impact, and we've talked about it before. Jaren's impact to the Grizzlies and to their defense and everything that they're doing can't be overstated. And he's been fantastic since he's been back. And then you guys just went on and talked about just how good Dame has been this year and how he's been Dame, and he's averaging nearly 30 points a game. So I would give him that nod over Paul George and really anybody from the Clippers just because they've been so disjointed and they've been so inconsistent in and out the lineup, this and that. So Dame, Jaren Jackson Jr. are my two reserves.
Fair enough.
For sure. Yeah, mine are De'Aaron Fox. I hate to give out of everyone like two All-Stars, excluding the Lakers, but I hate to give the Sacramento Kings two All-Stars because it just doesn't feel right. But at the same time, looking at all the special things that they're doing, bro, I know. I have to go ahead and put De'Aaron Fox on that list, and then also I'm going to put Jaren Jackson Jr. Have to do it. I almost
we all love Jaren.
Yeah, I almost made him a fucking bench guy. So
if you put Jaren on there, it would have been totally understandable.
Yeah, exactly. It's like with Jaren Jackson, his impact is literally no joke because while he was gone for the first couple weeks of the NBA season, the Memphis Grizzlies were fucking terrible, and they were in the trenches just like the Warriors and everybody else towards the lower half of the West. And as soon as he came back, I think they're the number one defense, like legit, since he's been back.
Oh yeah,
which
is
the number
one defense on the season.
Outrageous.
It's crazy because they had a lot of ground to make up from that bad start.
Yeah, outrageous.
But all right, we got a good 30 minutes in on this team. Let's go to the Eastern Conference.
In 30 minutes, it's crazy.
Let's get to this Eastern Conference. Let's start with the starters. The guards were incredibly interesting because there is 5 guards who honestly could all be starters. Every guard that's going to be on this team could be your starter.
Yeah.
Mo, who are your 2 starting guards?
All right, so my 2 starting guards are Kyrie Irving and Donovan Mitchell. Yeah.
Okay, I agree with half of that. Donovan Mitchell's on my list. Kyrie's not. But Kyrie's on my bench list. But... Okay, so you have Donovan Mitchell as well, Donovan?
Yeah, I've Donovan Mitchell as I've Mitchell as one of my point guards. I've Jaylen Brown as my second guard.
Wow,
I thought about that heavy. That's good. We all have different guards.
Dude, Jaylen Brown has been so good, and I think this is the time where we can really start giving the Boston Celtics love. They're number one in the Eastern Conference. They've been able to go through all of the stuff that they went through in the offseason.
Yeah,
and they're coming out. They're coming out. They're balling. Jaylen Brown right now having a career year, right?
Yep.
Averaging 27 a night, right? on
It's nasty.
27 a night, career high in terms of efficiency. He's a really good two-way player as well. Give me and also very consistent in terms of games played. He checks a lot of boxes for me.
Okay.
Who's your other guard?
Mo, why don't you explain
Mitchell.
Kyrie a little bit?
Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown.
Okay. What'd you say, Isaac?
Why don't you explain the Kyrie pick a little bit?
Yeah, so for my Kyrie pick, with all the, like, it kind of goes back to, I think we talked about in our last episode, just all the turmoil that they've been through earlier this season. Kyrie, obviously, to no one's surprise, being the face of the turmoil, being suspended for fucking 8 games because of some silly shit that he did.
Being the turmoil. Yeah.
You know, like, and to go through that, continue to be a positive presence on the court like we all expect him to be, and also as of lately take his game to another level and be the number one option that pretty much everyone thought that he couldn't be, and to win impressive games over teams like the Warriors, and I forget who else they play. I think
he went crazy against the Jazz. He dropped 48 against the Jazz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Was super clutch down the stretch.
Exactly.
So like I see your pick. It was for me it was hard. Like my two were between Kyrie and Jaylen Brown. So I see your point, but yeah, Kyrie's been hooping though.
Exactly. Interesting. So I didn't pick either of them. I picked Donovan Mitchell. We can all agree Donovan Mitchell is incredible. He had the hottest start to the season you could possibly imagine. He was an MVP candidate for the first 10 games. He slowed down, but he's still amazing. The Cavs are still in the top tier of the East. We all had to put Donovan Mitchell. For the other guard, I didn't really consider Kyrie. Kyrie's on my team, but I didn't consider him for the starter. Jaylen Brown was my first cut. I really wanted to put him there, but I went Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh my God, you're disgusting for that, man. As a starter,
Tyrese Halliburton is just as good in the same caliber of player as Jaylen Brown, if not a little bit better. He's an elite passer, probably top 5 in the NBA at worst. He was the assist leader until he got hurt. I think he still might be, but maybe games played have disqualified him.
Yeah, we understand. Yeah,
20 points per game on 63% true shooting. He's extremely efficient, 20 points per game. And that team was humming with him in the lineup. They were the 6th seed. They were in the playoffs. The Pacers. Did you expect the Pacers to be a 6th seed?
No one did.
No,
I fucking did not.
It was supposed to be Wemby.
Yeah, they were supposed to be the ideal Wemby category, or like landing spot. They were a legitimately very good team led by a very good offense and a competent defense, exclusively because of Tyrese Halliburton's brilliance being the engine of that offense. He got hurt, and they fell to like the 11th seed. His value is just like Devin Booker's, where we see that this team needs him to be really good, and without him, they're garbage.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You could do games played. If you want to reward Jalen, they're the 1 seed, they're incredible. I have no argument with it. Jalen could have been there. But I just think Tyrese is a little bit better and is a little bit more impactful.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's kind of interesting.
That's fair for me. I don't hate it as much as Mo hates it. But like I would
Mo hates Tyrese.
I don't think I don't think it's nasty. I don't think it's nasty. And both Isaac and I, whenever we did our rankings, we both had Tyrese over Kyrie, and we put him in that tier. And so
I think I had him next to Kyrie. Actually, they're like neck and neck. Honestly, all 3 of these players are. They're all like between 20 to 24.
Yeah. So I don't hate it. I see it. I see the
He deserves respect.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, if we can talk about it, for the guards on the bench, I have Jalen. Do you guys have Tyrese?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Actually, let me not get ahead of myself. Let's talk about the forwards first in the starters.
Yeah, exactly. Stay on
Mo,
track.
who are your 3 front court players in the starters?
So, a couple of weeks ago, this was hard as fuck to think about, but because of Kevin Durant's injury, it was a lot easier to cut him out now because he's gonna.
Exactly.
I think his comeback date got pushed back, or I could be wrong. I don't remember. But with the substantial time that he's gonna be missed, having the same exact injury that he had, I believe, last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year the exact same thing happened. The Nets were the number 1 seed, and they fucking plummeted to 7 or 8 or whatever they were. And hopefully the same story doesn't repeat. But because of his just straight up absence and everyone else's stock rising, guys like Jason Tatum and him getting a big one over the Warriors, even though it wasn't pretty the other day, he did his thing. So I got Jason Tatum, I got Giannis, and I got Embiid. So
same.
Yeah, has to.
You agree, Mo? Donovan, you agree?
Wait, so you guys have
Tatum, Giannis, Embiid.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree.
So you have KD in there?
I do. I've Tatum.
That's fair.
I've Tatum, KD, and Embiid. I think.
You have Giannis outside of that?
Yes, I do.
Wow, Giannis coming off the bench.
What?
I do.
Wow.
I do. I think
Crazy.
First off, so first off, Tatum. We are like Tatum's there, right?
Yeah.
MVP candidate. He's there. Durant, before he goes out, is in my opinion ahead of Giannis in MVP standings. What he's been able to do this season, especially because Kevin Durant was trying on defense and he was putting forth some of the best defensive effort of his career, and he's going down on the opposite end, averaging probably one of the most efficient 30 points per game we've ever seen, right? Dominating from every single which way. I think that he deserves that spot. And then when we get to Embiid, we're all just kind of like sniffing at the Sixers because like they have James Harden, they had the playoff laps last year, and so we're all just waiting for them to get to the playoffs, see what they're actually made of, because that's what we're gonna judge them by. Maxi's been out. Joel Embiid has been freaking fantastic. 34 and 10 on career best efficiency. He's
averaging 34.
Yeah.
It's so easy. We were kind of like ignoring him this year, especially in the MVP talks. Joel Embiid is one of the most dominant regular season performers like we've seen in the past couple of decades. Like, it's insane.
Exactly.
We were ignoring him for a good reason though, because the Sixers started off stupid slow, but continued off.
They did, and part of that was because of Joel Embiid. Like, he had the injury, he was playing himself back into shape, and so like the effort on a night-to-night basis wasn't necessarily there. But since then, he's absolutely picked it up. His defense has gotten immensely better, and then in terms of like games played for all of these guys, like right now at the time of this recording, Joel Embiid has played 34 games. Kevin Durant has played 39 games. Giannis has played 36 games, and so they're all in the same cusp in terms of games played. I think what Embiid has been doing is fantastic. We just don't talk about it because we're just waiting for May. But he's my starter.
Okay, it's so hard to leave Giannis out of your starters. Like,
it'd be like that.
Because it's like Giannis,
But it's also tough to leave KD out, so I get it. Like,
one of them was going to be out.
It's tough. Yeah. Okay, so it's nothing much different. That means we have KD in our reserves. Obviously, he's the first reserve. Mm-hmm. Like Donovan said, he's been incredible. One of the best two-way players in the league, which is not something you can usually say about Kevin Durant. But he's been the one. Honestly, he was the best defender in that lineup, besides I guess Nick Claxton.
Yeah,
he's been great.
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine? Like, who would have thought that this man would be giving so much more effort on the defensive end after crying for a trade during the offseason, crying for his fucking head coach to be fired and shit like that? And you out here dogging people out? Yeah, year 14.
He's old. Nobody talks about it. He's kind of fucking old. That's why he's always hurt now. Like, he's just like Braun. They're old men. He just disguises it because he doesn't miss jumpers. But like, he's old. He can't get to the rim anymore. Like, he doesn't look like young KD, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. This evolution of KD is beautiful.
You have Giannis as your first person on the bench. We have KD. For the guards, I'll go first. I have Jaylen Brown, obviously, who's the first cut from the starters. Second guard, James Harden.
Same thing.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. People are just like same thing you said is how we write off Embiid and kind of ignore him because we know they're going to fall apart in the playoffs. It's the same thing with James Harden. We're like,
especially with Donovan, he has a vendetta against him.
Facts. But like, there's people that I forgot who it was. Somebody was on the Zach Lowe podcast yesterday
about James Harden.
Somebody was on the Zach Lowe podcast and said the dumbest shit I ever heard. I forgot which ESPN analyst it was, but he was basically saying he's not going to vote Harden on his team because he watched one game that was really bad and that poisoned his take on Harden. People will find any reason to discredit Harden this year, and he's not the all-star starter lock best scorer in the NBA he used to be. He's still clearly all-star caliber. He's a top 5 passer in the NBA. A relatively efficient 22 points per game. He's still a really good player. He deserves a spot.
Yeah, exactly. 10,000% agree. 10,000%
Donovan, did you leave James Harden off your team?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
He's not one of my first 4 guards.
Flex?
Yeah, he's in my flex because I've Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Kyrie is my first player, is my first guard off the bench, and then Halliburton is my second guard off the bench. So yeah, James is in my flex. But yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with James.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay, so forwards.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have KD.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler, who
I don't have Jimmy.
He's Jimmy Butler. Like he's Jimmy Butler. Like, what are we gonna do?
I don't have Jimmy.
Okay. And then Julius Randle.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, no, never mind. Let me repeat that. Julius Randle's a flex. Siakam is a forward.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, that's interesting. All right, so here's what I have. So I have Giannis, I have Siakam, and I have Julius Randle.
Okay.
And as my 3 backup forwards.
Wow. Okay. So I have KD. I have KD. Okay. Cool. I got Siakam. That's cool. And I have Bam Adebayo. I think you guys are heavily
You have Bam over Jimmy?
Yeah, I got Bam over Jimmy. At this point, I don't want to say that Jimmy is like the second best player on the Miami, but so far this season, he's been the second best player because
no, he hasn't. Jimmy's been
They're
Jimmy.
averaging the same amount of points per game. Bam is, without a doubt, the best defender on that team. He's posting career high numbers. The opportunity is there, and like after all the years of people complaining about Bam Adebayo being more aggressive on the offensive end, stop averaging this weak ass 15, 16 points a game. Go ahead and be a 20-point game scorer like we all know you can be, and he's done that, and he's been forced into that role while Jimmy Butler has been out, and he's doing that, and he's thriving now that Jimmy Butler's here, and it's like by the time next year comes, he's gonna officially be handed the keys to the Miami Heat and be the face of that organization. And when I think of Miami Heat now, I think of Bam Adebayo. I think of Bam Adebayo now first.
Okay. Yeah, wow. I don't hate it. I kind of just honestly forgot about Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Maybe like, I think every year for some reason Miami is one of the teams I watch the least. Like I do my due diligence, but like I don't find myself watching them a whole ton.
Yeah.
So I'll take your word for it. Makes sense. So we all have Julius Randle. Talk about that, Donovan, because I know. Well, you didn't have Julius?
Nah. I let the media get to me. I don't have Julius. Yeah,
you suck.
I admit my downfalls when I have it. I don't
Talk
have
about Julius, Mo. I mean, Donovan.
Julius and Jalen Brunson have been fantastic this season. The only reason why Jalen doesn't make it is there's just so many good guards in the East. But for Julius, he's gotten to a point where he looks like 2020 Julius Randle, right? That 24, 10, and 6 player that was shooting 40% from 3. He's starting to be much more efficient than he was. And the big problem with Julius that has kind of plagued his entire New York Knicks career has been the fact that whenever he gets the ball, he's felt the need to score every single time, right? He's felt the need to go in and initiate the offense. He doesn't have to do that anymore because Jalen Brunson's there. And because he has that freedom to now just play within the offense, play within the game, he's not making as many stupid decisions. And so Julius Randle is coming in. His rebounding is fantastic. He's trying again on defense. He's become a more efficient shooter. And so I think that Julius Randle he's been excellent. And especially over the last month, 4 or 5 weeks, he's really turned it up a notch as RJ has been out the lineup. Jalen Brunson missed a few games. And Randle's been there and the Knicks have been solid. And it's because Randle's held it down. So yeah, he's played like an all-star this year.
Shout out Julius. He deserves it.
Yeah.
The thing you mentioned with his rebounding has also been insane. Like I've been seeing him on Underdog Fantasy. Shout out. I've been seeing his rebound lines be like 9.5. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like that? Then I see, last 4 games, 14, 12, 9.
That's crazy.
I'm like, who is this guy? Is this prime Andre Drummond?
Yeah, he's been putting in work on the boards, and especially now that Mitchell Robinson is hurt as well, he's taking a little bit. Yeah, he's taking a little bit more of that responsibility to start rebounding a little more. So, shout out Julius, man, because
he's been crazy.
Listen, shout out, because I thought that this version of Randle was gone, and he's proven me wrong. And he's really stepped up.
I like that. I like
Love
that.
to see it. He's my first flex, obviously.
Yeah.
My second flex is Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Do you guys have who are your guys' flexes? Is anybody we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, my flex is Jalen Brunson.
Oh,
Brunson.
Yeah.
So you have Brunson over Randle. Okay, explain that.
Absolutely.
I forgot you love him. You want him to be most improved player. Talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Jalen Brunson, like, I think this just goes.
He's been hooping.
Yeah, he's been
really
fucking
good.
hooping, and he's been, like I said earlier, I think we all said this. He's been the best point guard that the Knicks have had in a very, very long time, and I think that the New York Knicks go as he goes, but I also say that I don't want to discredit Julius Randle as well. They're a tandem, and they need each other, and the Knicks wouldn't be as good without one of them missing, you know?
Yeah.
And so with Jalen Brunson and his progression and everything that he has learned and done in Dallas, taking that to New York and doing it on another level what is he averaging? Like 22, 3 points a game or something like that.
He's been really good.
Yeah,
he's been everything that they wanted him to be when they signed him. Like, he's been exactly what they needed. I think whenever that trade happened, I made a TikTok where I was talking about, like, people were saying, oh, they overpaid him. It's a horrible contract. It was never true because everything that the Knicks sucked at last year, creating a shot off the dribble, playmaking, mid-range shooting, finishing at the rim, all that stuff is what Jalen Brunson thrives at. Yeah. And it's exactly what's happened. It's been everything you could want it to be for the Knicks.
Yeah, bro. He's averaging...
I just looked it up as well. He's averaging 22 points, six assists, 3.5 rebounds, and he's shooting 47% from the field overall.
You know what's crazy too? I remember in that video, because I remember the numbers.
Yeah.
I was like, people were saying, like, why would you pay this much for a 16-point per game guard, 4 assists? It's not worth that. But I'm like, you can't do that. You got to look at his numbers when Luka wasn't playing last year. And those numbers were 21 points per game, 7 assists.
Yeah.
Basically exactly what he's doing now without Luka on his own on the Knicks. He's been everything you could want him to be.
Facts. Yeah. Shout out Jalen. I don't hate that pick.
I mean, neither, but I also disagree because he's not even on my reserves.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's okay. That's what I was about to say. My
reserves.
Oh wait.
Oh, you go first, but you can go ahead.
Okay. I've Bam Adebayo. I have James Harden as my reserves.
Oh, you didn't pick James Harden on your team?
No, he's. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm talking about like my flexes.
Okay. Your last two spots are that.
My flexes were Bam and Harden. And
so I'm the only one who had Jimmy Butler. Damn, you guys both picked Bam over him.
Bam has been better. Everything that most.
That's on me then. Maybe that's on me. Yeah. Maybe that's on me for not paying attention to the Heat enough. You're probably right.
We don't blame you.
Yeah,
we don't blame you.
Yeah, everything that Mo said was right. But in terms of my reserves, that's where I would put Jimmy. I would give him a chance after that, and I would put. See, I don't even know for my last reserve. I mean, is there even anybody who's not?
I have Trae Young and Darius Garland as my two reserves.
Yeah. You say Trae, you can say Darius. You could also say DeMar DeRozan because he's averaging fucking 26. The Bulls are not fantastic.
I'm not going to say DeMar DeRozan. But Trae doesn't deserve a spot this year because they're dysfunctional. He hasn't been shooting well. He's still Trae Young. He's still a fantastic offensive player. Like he if somebody goes out, like who's not, KD's not going to play this All-Star game probably. Mm-hmm. Trae Young's gonna replace him for me.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure, yeah. Okay. So,
I guess, Jimmy's gonna be the one to replace KD for me then.
Yeah. So I got Trae for me personally. I got Trae on my flex.
Yeah, I should have given more thought to Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, you need to. He's been phenomenal, bro. He's been phenomenal this season. Nice. Passing has been crisp as always, bro. He's actually being.
I'm gonna watch the Miami game tonight.
Yeah, exactly, bro. He's phenomenal. But for my flex, I got Brunson, and then I got Trae Young. Even though, like what you've been saying, he's just been the Hawks as.
Trae's on your team.
Dysfunctional. Yeah, he's on. Well, he's on the flex. He's on the flex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's on your team. Okay, he's in my reserves, but that's crazy.
Yeah. So he's Trae Young at the end of the day. Like, he's going to give you 28 and 9 or whatever he does. You know what it means. You're a Knicks fan. You should know what it means specifically.
Got him. Look at him.
I deserve that one.
Keep going. So you've learned firsthand what the fuck it means.
Keep going.
Damn.
Oh, man, yeah. But I hate it. I hate it because when I watch him play, bro, I'm like, bro, the other night I tweeted this man is playing like prime Julian Newman right now. The last game he played against the Chicago Bulls, it was disgusting. And there's just things mentally that's off with Trae when he plays compared to any other season of his career, and it just looks even uglier because he can't shoot now, can't shoot. That's cap. His shooting has been up and down.
He's not one of the best shooters alive this year.
Yeah,
compared to what he used to be. I get it. I don't hate it. Like I said, he's my first person to be a replacement, so I can't be that mad at it. But I'd put Jimmy Butler above him. He's still Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
He's been good. He's been good. Don't hate. Like,
he's the same as always. Like, nothing. His numbers are exactly the same they always are.
Yeah, that's true. I can't hate.
He's the most consistent player in the NBA. He will give you 21 points and 6 assists every year until he fucking dies.
Like that. Yeah. Shout out Jimmy.
Yeah.
But I think it's the end of our All-Star teams. Yeah. I think we can move on to the most famous words anybody said in Deep 3 history. It's TikTok time.
All the 10-year-olds. Finally, they probably just skipped to this moment.
Facts. Literally, we posted timestamps when every episode comes out. Every time I do it, within 10 minutes, the episode being out, people are commenting about the TikToks.
Yeah.
I'm like, you motherfucker, you just click the TikTok segments. Hey, people can watch whatever they want. That's why we do the time segments. So
Yeah.
Let's do it.
that's why we
You're
do the
wrong for
timestamps.
that.
First thing we're going to do, like always, we're going to start with the draft. Tradition. This time, we're going to do something that somebody commented a couple times and recommended. I wish I would have a screenshot so I saw their name.
Yeah.
But we're going to do a headband-only draft.
You know who you are. Shout out to you.
Yeah. So what that means is players that... So everybody's worn a headband at one point, so we're not going to be dickheads about it and pick like... Steph Curry's not a headband player.
Yeah.
We're going to pick people that had an iconic era where they're known for wearing a headband
Facts.
for an extended period of time.
Yep.
So, the hook. Let's draft NBA lineups with only players who wore headbands.
Who got the first
So,
pick?
Yeah, that's
you
what I
do.
want to know.
I have second pick, Moa's third pick.
Fuck. I have the
let's
third pick?
I think
Damn.
Mo went first last time, right?
No, I went first last time. I think.
Yeah. I got the first
Oh,
pick.
okay. So Mo has first pick. I have second pick. You have third pick.
Okay.
Yep. And with the first pick, I got classic 2K13 2013 LeBron James.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. That was obviously going to be the first pick.
Okay.
Can't be mad at you. Second pick, Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
That's fine. Okay.
Could have been the first pick.
Yeah.
All right. Give me Carmelo Anthony
Nice.
Okay.
and give me Allen Iverson.
That's nice. That's strong.
Okay.
I like
We're
that.
building tough.
That's
here.
fine. Obviously, I would have preferred Allen Iverson to fall to me, but I'll build the best front court you could possibly imagine. Give me Anthony Davis.
I don't think that counts.
That looks. I think you can't get away with that.
That does not count. That does not count.
I don't think you can get away with
He
that
wore
one,
his
buddy.
headband his entire New Orleans career.
Did he?
Yeah.
If
you
I look
forget,
up
it
Anthony Davis right now on Google, and one of the first 5 pictures that show up are not him with a
Type in
headband, that don't
Anthony
count.
Davis Pelicans.
I'm
It'll
typing
be
in
a headband.
Anthony Davis, New Orleans. If there's
Yeah.
not a headband, there is not a headband in New Orleans.
Fraud!
What are you talking about? Yes, there is.
You thought you could get away with that one.
2, 3,
Literally, I think he wears a
4,
headband now.
5, 6. The first six pictures do
Bro,
not have headbands.
he's wearing a headband in his team picture this year. Type
a
in Anthony
majority
Davis
of
and
his
nothing else.
career has been spent without a headband.
Yeah.
That does not count.
Yeah.
He wears a headband now.
Negated. Sorry.
No.
Can't run
Bro,
over.
type in Anthony Davis. Type it in. Just Anthony Davis. The first 5 pictures, I see it on the first screen. There's 5 Anthony Davises with headbands.
Now you're switching up, change it from Anthony Davis New Orleans to just type in
He
Anthony
didn't
He
wear
Davis.
wears a headband. What are we talking
He
about?
didn't wear one in New Orleans. We can't allow this.
Are you guys out of your mind?
You
It's
can't allow
Anthony
this.
Davis.
You trying to win. You can't win.
He can't allow this.
I'm looking. He literally wears a headband now. I got it backwards. It's LA. He wears a headband more than New Orleans.
Oh,
He didn't wear
man.
it in New Orleans.
Sorry,
He
man.
wears it in LA. He plays for LA. What are we doing?
Did he wear a headband when he won the championship in 2020? That's a real question.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Donovan,
He
can
wears
you
one
fact
now
check
too.
that?
Look at that. He wears one.
That's
his
the
team
most
photos for the
iconic
last 2
moment in
years,
his
he's wearing
career.
a
Did he hit
headband.
that? Did he hit a headband? Did he wear a headband when he hit that game
see,
winner
let me
against
see.
Denver? That's another great.
Actually, I don't know.
No, he did
Actually,
not.
I don't think he wore it.
Nope.
No, he didn't wear it in the bubble.
You're done. You're
He
done.
wore. It was on and off. It was on and off in the bubble.
I'm sorry. He sometimes wants to have his locks
You're
out. What do you
done.
want from me?
You're done.
If he doesn't wear
Sorry.
all the, no, he doesn't count.
Yep, he don't count.
Way to ruin the TikTok. What the fuck?
No, we can put this in.
No, I can't. We've been arguing for bantering.
Isaac just picked a fraudulent player, and the committee has disallowed his pick. Repick.
Yeah. Nah.
Anthony
Can't get
Davis
it
does
now.
not count.
You jackasses. Okay, well if I can't pick Anthony Davis, then fuck. If I can't pick Anthony Davis, then give me fucking Paul Pierce, I guess.
Okay.
That's
Dickheads.
That's on.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick at all. Okay, so you got Paul Pierce. That's actually a great pick. Not a good pick. Sorry. Give me Dwight Howard.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, give me Dwight Howard. And then along with Dwight
This is
Howard.
so crazy. I could pick Anthony Davis.
Did Dwight
No, it's
wear
not.
that?
Yes, Dwight wore a headband.
Yeah, Dwight.
When?
Yeah, Dwight's prime years
all the
were
time.
a
He wore
headband.
it in LA actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we're doing it by the same logic.
No,
Oh my God, we don't have to do anything
a
by this
majority of
logic.
his career, he did not wear.
It's not a majority. Nobody wears it for a majority of their career. It's for an extended period of time.
Like the most.
Nobody wears it a majority of their careers. That's ridiculous.
The most iconic Dwight Howard does not wear a headband.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
bro, come on now. He trying to negate mine. Wow, you're better than me, Isaac. I would have said the same shit.
This is fucking TikTok. What are we doing? Why are we being this stringent?
We're drafting, okay?
All right,
Okay?
so I
We
got.
have rules
Goddamn.
in place. If we don't have rules, we have anarchy. All right, trying to stick to something here.
Oh,
He can have
fuck,
Dwight
man.
Howard. It's okay.
Okay, cool. I got Dwight Howard, and then on top of that, let me go ahead and double up. I'm paying real big. DeMarcus Cousins.
Oof. I'm so glad you said that because you should have picked Dirk Nowitzki, who I'm going to pick.
No. Okay.
Stop this! Stop
you
this!
can't do that.
Stop!
Who remembers Dirk Nowitzki wearing a headband?
Bro, this is never. We need to stop this TikTok. We need to abort. You're all going to do this for every pick. You are just ruining the spirit
What are
of
you
the TikTok.
talking about? Dirk Nowitzki wore a headband. He doesn't wear a headband.
You can't do that. Players who
Young
are
Dirk wore a
notorious for that in
headband.
a certain era. Dirk was never notorious for that. How many times has he wore a headband in his
He wore it when he had long hair when he was young. He wore. You don't think I looked these up? I found people that had the seasons where they wore headbands.
I see.
When he was young.
We
Okay.
might as well stop doing it. If y'all can do this for every pick, we might as well fucking stop this.
You're
TikTok.
not picking actual like headband people. Like, bro, Dirk is not a headband player.
Okay, fine. I will not pick Dirk. We'll ignore the fact that we gave him Dwight Howard because this is not good content, but we'll keep going. God. Can I have Pascal Siakam? Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can take Pascal.
that's factual.
Okay, then I'll take Pascal Siakam.
There you go.
Bet. Okay. I have Allen Iverson. I have
God.
Carmelo Anthony. Give me Kenyon Martin at my 5, and then give me Baron Davis. I'll put Baron Davis at my 1, and I'll put Allen Iverson at my 2.
That's
Okay.
nice. That's nice. I like that.
Is my turn again yet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to pick for my guard? Give me Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, see,
Okay.
now you're cooking. Now you're cooking.
Okay.
There we
Might
go.
be the best headband player playing right now.
Yeah. Now you're cooking. Right. You're absolutely right about
messed
that
up.
too, I believe.
Even though AD is a headband player, but we'll ignore that.
Fuck. Okay, so now I'm in a rut.
He's going to wear one tonight when he comes back. I'm going to send you screenshots, and I'm going to tell you to fucking eat shit.
Cool. My phone's gonna be on D&D. Let's move on.
God. He actively wears one now. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so sheesh. I'm gonna have Rajon Rondo.
That's
Good pick.
good. That's good.
Okay. So I got LeBron, DeMarcus Cousins, and then I have another big, Dwight Howard. And I got Rajon Rondo. And now, sheesh, I kind of need someone who can shoot. And off the top of my head, I can't think of a headband player who can shoot like that.
Oh, no.
Watch my ass. I don't know why, but one of the first headband players who could shoot in my mind was fucking Jared Bayless.
Gross.
my NBA knowledge is fucked right now, bro.
That's funny.
Jared Bayless is so crazy. All right. Sheesh.
You're on the clock.
Damn. Did Ray Allen not wear? He didn't wear a fucking
No, he
headband.
didn't.
Yeah, he didn't wear a headband. I can't reach at all.
Bald ass.
Yeah, he was bald as fuck.
You're missing somebody.
There's
and
some-
it's
Oh!
very obvious.
Can I?
Killing
Can I?
time.
Can I do Joe Johnson or no?
Yeah.
He wore a headband
Yeah,
for a good amount of his career, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do Joe Johnson. There we go.
Okay. Thank God you fucking fumbled. Give me Klay Thompson. He wears a headband now. Die. He's worn one since he came back from injury. Do you remember the fucking meme of the thick headband? It's because he wears a headband.
I think
He's worn one his whole career.
I
What are you
think we
talking
missed
about?
out on the whole concept of this, Isaac.
Listen.
That's like
we gave Mo Dwight
me
Howard.
saying
Take Klay Thompson. Fine.
Clay's worn a headband his entire career. I'm gonna scream.
His
Oh my
entire
gosh.
career.
Klay
Okay.
Thompson wears a headband.
Okay.
Literally since he came back from injury, he's worn one the whole entire time. He won a championship in a headband last year.
Klay Thompson has been back for 78 games. He's talking about since he's been back from injury. I don't want to hear it. Take Klay Thompson. Whatever. I don't care. I
Man,
don't
this is some
care.
nasty work by you,
Mo
Isaac. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's ridiculous in itself.
This
We
is the
talking
worst
about
TikTok ever.
You're talking about players who are
if we
known
stay
for
within
this.
the parameters, we could have.
This is their
went through it.
go-to attire.
Bro, he's worn one for 2 seasons.
Pick goddamn Ty Lawson, man. Let's be for real. Shit.
Bro.
He's worn one for 2 seasons. How is that not a headband player?
If we're making a statue of Klay Thompson, nobody's putting a headband on him. We're not doing that.
He's worn it for 2 whole seasons.
We're not doing that.
Bro. He's not wearing bro. Oh my god. He's not wearing a headband in 2K. So it's not. So it don't count.
Yes, he is.
Let's get serious. Let's get serious. I'm gonna end this horrific draft.
Yeah.
Give me Al Harrington as my 4, and that's what we're gonna work with. And you're gonna laugh. Al Harrington is a bucket.
Shit. You're probably
Al
the first
Harrington is a
person
straight
in human
hooper.
history to ever say that. And
Why
probably
do you
the last
Bill
2.
Walton?
I don't want Bill Walton on my team.
Do you rather have Al Harrington?
Oh my gosh.
Al Harrington can do
what you
everything.
do.
What are we talking about? Why are we disrespecting Al Harrington right now? What is going
Bill
on?
Walton.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Why would I want Bill Walton, bro? Like,
Because he's incredible. What do you mean? He's the second best passing big man of all time.
Yeah.
he stay hurt. He had like one good season, and then he gets all his acclaim because he was on the bench with the Celtics, waving a towel because Larry Bird was actually putting in the work. Bill Walton's whack, and he's a whack commentator too. I can't stand Bill Walton, bro.
And his son's bad at coaching.
They're all terrible family.
Terrible family. Oh, this was the worst draft of all time. I'm about to rip my hair out.
Oh my god, bro.
We're done.
I couldn't have Anthony Davis.
No. You shouldn't even have Klay Thompson too, if we're being completely honest as well.
Listen, the
It's
Klay
2
Thompson,
seasons of wearing a headband.
Klay Thompson pick is more egregious than the Anthony Davis pick.
Yeah, bro. Like, if
He's
you look up
won
on
2
Google
whole
right
seasons.
now, you don't see in the first page.
He tried to get Dirk Nowitzki off as a headband player. You're sick for that.
You can't. You try to get one up on us.
Honestly,
no.
I googled players that wear headbands. I saw a bunch of pictures of Dirk. When he was young, he wore a headband for real.
No, bro. Nah.
I got that off Google.
That can't fly.
No.
I feel like his MVP season he wore a headband. But
Dirk.
besides the fact.
2007.
No. Don't hold me on that. I don't know if it was one of those young years. I type in Dirk, and one of the pictures on it, you'll see the headband picture.
Man,
I don't know what year it was.
Terrible TikTok. This is gonna be actually a good TikTok, but it's gonna be a phenomenal podcast listen.
Yeah, facts. It's great for the podcast listeners. Okay, let's go to the next thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, regardless, that one I got off Google typing in headband players, so I can understand if Dirk doesn't fall under it. AD and Klay Thompson have been wearing a headband for 2 years. Y'all out of your minds?
Nah.
Fucking LeBron doesn't wear a headband now. Like, what are we doing?
It was iconic. That's the thing. Dirk headband was never iconic. Klay Thompson headband never.
No, I get Dirk, but AD and Klay Thompson wear headbands. But let's move on from the headband talk.
He's mad.
I'm irate. What do you mean mad?
Oh man.
Let's play a game of 20 questions.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's change it up. We haven't done it in a couple weeks.
I promise. We can't have Isaac be the one with the player because then he's gonna pick Dirk Nowitzki and we're gonna ask, did he wear a headband? And he's gonna say yes.
To be salty.
And then I'm gonna be irate, and the podcast is gonna be over. We can't have 2 people irate.
Okay, no more irate in this. I'll be the person that makes guesses. You guys can guess the players.
No, wait. You want to guess it?
No. I'll say the name.
Okay, cool.
Oh, do you have a name in mind? You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
cool.
you can do it.
Hold on. Let me find out just a little bit, just some key information about this dude real quick.
Okay.
All right, bad.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while. This is funny.
Cool.
You got it pulled up?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Say that hook.
What's the hook?
Bro, oh my God. Y'all have 20 questions to guess this NBA player I'm thinking of.
Cool. Y'all got 20 questions to guess this NBA player. Hold on, I kind of slurred my words a little bit. Y'all got 20 questions to guess this NBA player.
All right. Is he currently playing?
No.
Okay.
Is he a backcourt player?
Yes.
It's a yes or no question.
Okay,
Yes.
guard. Cool.
So he's probably like a 2-3 because he was fucking struggling.
No, I just forgot real quick what backcourt was.
Is he below 6'5"?
Yes. Third question.
Okay.
Was he drafted after 2010?
After 2010?
Yes.
No. That's 4 questions.
Okay. He's not currently playing. Was he drafted in the 90s?
No. 5 questions.
Okay.
Mm,
Would you consider him a good shooter?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a sub 6'5" shooter from not 2010s, not the 90s.
Okay, wait. Back to your 2010s question. He wasn't drafted after 2010, but I would say on that year. That was.
Oh, he was drafted in 2010?
Yeah. So I have to throw you guys a
Oh,
bone.
okay.
I don't
You
want
didn't
to
have to tell
confuse
us
you guys too much.
Thank God.
thank you. All right, drafted in 2010.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 6.
He's not in the league anymore. Whoa. Who's the 2010 draft class? Who's number one pick that year?
2010?
I don't fucking
Is that
know.
John Wall?
Nah, John Wall was 09, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought John Wall was 09.
Oh no,
Maybe.
because I think Blake Griffin was 09,
Oh,
and then John Wall might have been 2010.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not in the league anymore. Huh.
Is he white?
No.
You said he is a good shooter?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not white. He's sub 6'5". Would you consider him a good defender?
No.
Is
Bad
his,
Eight
defender.
questions.
is his primary team or was his primary team in the Eastern Conference?
That's interesting because I'm just gonna say the team that he was most famous for, sure.
Okay.
That's 9.
Okay.
Watch your mic. Your mic's out in your mouth. The team he was most famous for was in the East.
There's 9 questions.
So he must play for a lot of teams. He doesn't have a primary team. You said he's not white.
Yeah.
Shooter. Who was drafted in 2010? Ben McLemore was in 2010. That was before then.
No.
Damn, 2010 draft.
9
I don't
questions.
even know.
Was he drafted by the Eastern team?
No.
Oh, so he's drafted by a Western team.
No.
No, that's what I was asking. Was he drafted by an Eastern team?
No.
So it was a Western team.
Oh no. So he's undrafted.
That should be 2 questions right there. You asked me 2 questions. That was 9, 10, and 11. So no. To
That
both.
wasn't 2 questions. That was an
That
assertion based on the question. You just answered it. I didn't ask you to.
So he's undrafted then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now that's 2 questions.
No,
We're just talking
to
out loud.
Oh
Isaac.
my god, bro.
Damn, get off our dicks. We're just speaking aloud.
We will
so he's
address you with questions.
I will look you in the eye.
All right.
All right, so undrafted from 2010, good shooter. Who are people who that like made it up the ranks?
He's not white. Wait. Was Jeremy Lin undrafted?
Is that a question to me?
No.
Yes, I think.
Is this Jeremy Lin?
Yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go.
That was good.
Look at
Not
that.
too hard. Yeah, not too
Look at
hard.
that.
Teamwork. The undrafted gave it away.
Yeah. I should have shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you were talking way too much.
Yeah.
You gave us way too much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Didn't even need 15 questions.
Yeah. That was solid.
That's funny. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to do a tier list.
Okay.
I'll put this on the screen for people, but we're going to do a point guard tier list.
Okay.
So, let me give you the hook real quick. Let's put these NBA point guards into a tier list. So we got Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, and D'Angelo Russell.
All right.
I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to text you the list so you can see it.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
And
so
for everybody
Ben
else,
Simmons
it'll be
is
on screen.
I'm a
F
visual
doo-doo
learner.
range.
Yeah, I'll let you guys see it. The tiers will be S and then A through
Shit.
D.
S for shit. Cool.
No, S for super, and then A through D.
All right.
Start off. First off, Steph Curry is S tier, right?
Yes.
Yeah, without a question. Steph,
Automatic.
Luka, S tier.
Luka's S tier as well?
Yes.
Okay, automatic. Trae Young, last year I might have said A. Is he B tier?
Are we doing it based off of this season or totality of like
However you want to consider it.
however I want to consider it?
I would
With
say.
however I want to consider it, I would say B tier because this is not going to be him throughout the rest of his career. I'm not going to
I think
take
Trae Young's B.
half of a season and run
B.
with it. This is B.
Solid B. Damian Lillard. If Trae Young's B, I think Dame deserves
Dame is
A.
A. Yes.
Yeah, Dame's A.
Yeah.
Dame's
Dame's
above him.
the poster boy of A tier. He'll never be S tier, but he's not going to be B tier anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are we putting Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook.
What's the lowest?
D.
All right, we'll put him one above the lowest.
You see?
Yeah.
I think that's generous. I think Russell Westbrook is D tier.
Nah,
Man.
I'll put him. Well.
You want to do an F tier?
No.
Yeah. Let's go.
There's
go
an F
one-
tier.
one
Whoa.
lower.
F tier.
No, but Russ is in D tier.
Russ is in D tier. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. D'Angelo Russell. I think D'Angelo Russell is like the prime C tier player.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I would put
just
him
mid.
in D.
I would say D. He's still a good player.
You think him and Russ are on the same level right now with how Russ has been playing?
Yeah.
In the tier, with how I can't even talk with how D'Angelo Russell is playing. Yes, D'Angelo.
He's
Russell
been playing
is
great
in
as
D
of
tier.
late.
He's mid minus. Put him in.
What do you think, Mo?
I think I'll definitely put him in C.
Okay.
Just because of this one not terrible season, but season from him, and I think he's starting to pick it up now. He definitely deserves a C.
Yeah, D-Lo's in C tier.
Generous.
All right, what about Ben Simmons?
F.
F, yeah, for sure.
Oof.
Easy.
F tier.
Not even.
Yeah.
Damn,
F.
not even D.
F minus,
No.
bro. Get him out of here.
Tough.
Disqualified.
Okay.
Ben's done.
Yeah, bro.
Where's Tyrese Halliburton go?
Academic suspension. Tyrese.
Academic suspension.
Yeah.
That's good.
Academic suspension
That's
for
good.
Ben Simmons.
If there was an A minus B plus tier, that's where he would be.
What?
Tyrese.
He's probably B for now. I think he's still
B. Donovan, slow
still
down.
B.
Damn.
I said A minus B plus.
He's B with Trey Young. Damn. You
he's
can't
B.
wait till
He's
this
B.
man leaps over Trey. Shit.
He's
Let's
better
relax.
than Trae Young.
He is better than Trae Young.
This season. Asterisk. Right?
Okay, Tyrese is B tier.
Yeah.
Where's
for sure.
Kyrie Irving?
B tier.
I want to say
That's
B
tough.
minus, but I would say B.
B minus. I was thinking if anything, he might be A.
He's
B-
he's also A minus B plus.
I
But you
wouldn't
know
say
what?
A,
Kyrie has
simply 'cause it's
pedigree.
the
We'll give
distance.
Kyrie A. We'll give Kyrie A.
We'll go
tier.
Kyrie A. Okay,
Yes.
Okay,
Him
sure.
and Dame.
I'm with that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Last one, Marcus Smart.
That's such a random ass name.
I know, right?
Think about stars, people who got
Marcus
it.
Smart is better than D'Angelo Russell.
You put Marcus Smart over De'Aaron Fox, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and all the other
No,
elite
I'm not
guards.
doing every single name. I do
Damn.
variety.
All right. Marcus Smart.
C
Go
tier?
ahead. Marcus
Is he
Smart.
C tier?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
One of the best defensive guard in the NBA. Like, does he deserve B? Probably C, right?
I put him
C.
in C. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a flopper. So
Yeah.
yeah. C.
Flopper.
Yeah, I put him in C.
Okay.
He's a great player.
Yeah, I can't do every guard. I think Shea. Are we calling Shea a 2 or a 1?
I would say a 1.
I don't know.
Positions are weird, bro.
That's a different question for a different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to count how to. With him and Giddey, it's hard to decide who plays what.
Yeah.
But okay, next up, we're gonna talk about hypotheticals.
Okay.
I want to know which NBA team would be better if everybody was in their prime.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
The Warriors versus the 76ers.
The Warriors.
Um.
The
Ooh, prime
Warriors.
Harden and prime Embiid together.
Yeah, Embiid is in his prime right now.
Warriors
but
though. I gotta go
Yeah.
with the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors for sure.
Oh, bro, 2018, 2019, Harden
Prime
with Embiid.
Draymond, prime Clay, prime Clay.
2016
prime-
Steph.
Yeah, no.
2016
Sorry.
Steph is one of the greatest offensive seasons we've ever seen.
True.
And if he had a healthy Klay Thompson who could actually move on defense again with prime Dre, yeah, they're
Who
good.
can shoot? Draymond, who can shoot? Who's not afraid
Facts.
to give you 16 to
Wiggins.
15 points?
Facts.
And Wiggins? Yeah, no. Plus Poole? Yeah,
Okay,
no.
yeah, okay. Y'all are right. It's the Warriors. All right.
think I'm scared of
Lakers
prime.
versus Clippers.
Uh,
Prime Braun is hard to beat, but the Clippers with 2019 Kawhi and prime John Wall, that's fucking scary.
Prime Sean Wall and prime Paul George, who was like third in the
It's
MVP
tough.
back in 2019 or something like that.
But also,
MVP season.
facts. But also, prime Russell
Westbrook.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
I'm
Prime
taking the
Russell
Lakers.
Westbrook. I say the Lakers because overall, I think prime Russ trumps prime Paul George. I wouldn't say prime Kawhi, but it's not
Yeah, but
like
2013
a complete
Braun,
afterthought.
2017 Russ, and 2020 AD.
Give
Good
me
Lord.
the Lakers. Give me the Lakers.
Bubble AD at that.
Yeah, give me the Lakers.
Yeah, I'll take the Lakers.
Last one: Suns versus Nets. Prime Ben Simmons when he wasn't afraid of basketball, but also young CP3.
That's a good ass question. This is the toughest one.
I think I would still take the Nets though, because if you have a prime Kyrie to go across from prime CP, whatever version of Kevin Durant that you want to say prime, like there's nobody on the Suns that's stopping him.
That is true.
Prime Ben Simmons could actually guard Devin Booker.
That is true. So we're saying
Prime Ben Simmons
Kyrie
was a
before he
defensive player of
lost
the year
his mind too.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Prime Kyrie before he lost his mind too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn. Prime Kyrie
hate
before
speech
he lost
Kyrie.
his mind. I would lean that way, but I also want to say like the Phoenix Suns with CP3 when he was considerably washed was elite. So like, I still need to lean towards the Nets though.
Yeah. I'll go Nets just because 2013 KD is so unfuckwithable, but it's hard.
Yeah, I'll take the Nets.
Yeah.
Donovan's dying over there.
That's so funny.
Wait, why are you dying?
Nothing, we can go past it. We can go
he
past
said
it.
Free hate. He said free hate speech, Kyrie.
I said pre.
Oh, pre-hate speech. Yeah.
I thought
Okay.
you said free. Like he was trapped in his mind.
Okay. Next thing we're going to do. So we've done a few videos now where we talk about disrespectful dunks. We're going to talk about disrespectful ankle breakers. Yeah.
1-2.
So, what was the hook I used for the dunks? Oh, okay. Y'all rate these NBA ankle breakers based on how disrespectful they were.
Let's get into
First up, the iconic James Harden on Wesley Johnson.
Oh my
That's
god.
a 10.
Easy
That's a
10,
10.
man. Made his knees buckle, bro. Hell
That's an
no.
11. Wesley
the
Johnson. Bro, that's the night Wesley Johnson's career ended. I don't know a single thing he did in the NBA after that night. He might have never played a single game. I wouldn't know.
Facts. This man, James Harden was at the 3-point line. Wesley Johnson was in the paint. James
into the shadow realm.
Harden danced on him after he made him fall, looked at him, and then made the 3. Yes, that's
With
disrespectful.
The shimmy plus 10 disrespect, bro. That's what makes it. It's not what makes it, but bro, it's just like it's a cherry on top. And it's
Wesley
like, bro,
had to fight after that. He had to fight.
Oh, absolutely.
You can listen. You either
Meet me in the
win the
tunnel.
game or you win the fight. And Wesley Johnson should have fought after that.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. And it was just so embarrassing. The room, the fucking arena was completely quiet. None of his teammates even dared to help. Everybody has a reaction, even the players on the Clippers bench. Embarrassing.
Wesley Johnson's children are going to grow up, know their dad was in the NBA, type his name into YouTube, and see him being embarrassed by James Harden.
Yeah,
this is
bro.
11 out of 10.
I just imagine some snot-nosed kids being like, "Hey, was this your dad?"
All right, next one, just as iconic, Steph on CP3.
Woo! That's my favorite. This is my favorite. In terms of being disrespectful, I think it's a 9. But in terms of
Explain.
like iconic, oh no, it's 10. That's the moment that Steph became better than Chris Paul. That's the moment that like the torch got passed, and he just said like, "Listen, you're an old man right now. You can't mess with me."
The disrespectfulness might be underrated by that because Chris Paul became a meme that lasted a while. Like that was in the internet lexicon for like a good year.
That's true. But we cannot act like Steph didn't step on his foot. Like that's just the whole bunch that deducts. I'm not shushing nothing, bro. I've been on this since when that happened. It's not a real ankle breaker. It's nice and it's definitely iconic, but because of its legitimacy, I gotta give it an 8.
However, Chris Paul tried to catch himself and try to go like that at the prime of the whip. It coincided with the whip's prime, and it literally went hand in hand. So counter to your part, he made him do the whip on the court. So you have to give it at least a 9.
You had that man whipping and Nene on the court. I give it an 8.5. You got me.
Okay.
Okay. Another one. Kyrie Irving on Brandon Knight. I can't even say it without laughing. Kyrie Irving on Brandon Knight.
Like I said, Brandon Knight is always finding himself on the wrong end of a highlight reel. He is the poster child of the wrong end of the highlight reel. He was in our dunks video. This has me fucking crying, bro.
Getting an ankle breaker on a shot contest is so insane. This has to be a 10.
And this is when all eyes are on you, bro. This is not some random ass game on a Tuesday night in Detroit or Cleveland, bro, when they're both fucking ass. This is everyone's watching you right now.
All-Star Weekend.
All the stars are all
Friday night. Ain't nobody watching the games on Friday night.
bro.
No, but that's not
man.
Watch this again. Look how goofy he looks. This is ridiculous.
Man, let me watch it. I'm watching it right now.
Oh no. Yeah, okay, that's a 10. That's a 10. He got me.
He looks so goofy.
That's disgusting.
If you are listening, type in Kyrie Irving on Brandon Knight ankle breaker in the Rising Stars game. He looks like a fool.
That's such a long phrase.
Facts.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, bro. This is not it for Brandon Knight at all,
10.
bro. 10 all over. This is a true 10.
Okay. What about the Allen Iverson double crossover?
Ooh, that's a 15.
Listen, the video that I sent you guys is the title of it said Allen Iverson double crossover on Antonio Daniels with 5 angles. They had this crossover everywhere, lit up. There was no camera that didn't see this man get crossed over twice. It's a 15.
This is a Bruder film for the NBA.
It's a 15.
Everybody's seen it.
Allen Iverson is the king of the crossover. He got it. This is his shining moment.
Yeah. This is a 15, bro. There's posters of this. People got tattoos of this shit. It's on their fucking walls, on their shirts, bro. It's iconic. 15, bro.
Okay. What about Joe Johnson on Paul Pierce?
Get that old man out of there. He made Paul. This is the oldest Paul Pierce ever looked on a basketball court. It was crazy, and it's wild because he's still in a Celtics jersey. This isn't even like Nets Paul Pierce. That's actually old. Paul Pierce looks shook.
Yeah. And my thing about this crossover too is that it wasn't like
hilarious.
wildly impressive either. It just kind of happened and his knees just fucking collapsed. Like he didn't hit him with no fucking vicious yank to the left or right. He just like cut the ball super close to the goddamn floor.
Facts.
And it's like he just lost all his brain cells. And he just collapsed.
This is the night that Draymond decided that Paul Pierce isn't Kobe and he doesn't get a farewell tour. He saw this. Bro. He saw him and decided, he just remembered this in his head and was like, no way he gets a farewell tour.
Yeah, bro.
Paul Pierce got crossed up at home too. That was in Boston.
How you fall? Like, how you fall for that, bro? That wasn't even nothing aggressive.
Yeah, that's why. You know what? This is at least a 9 because of how mundane of a play it is. You know how sad it is to get crossover that hard on that simple of a move? You're pathetic.
Joe Johnson didn't go anywhere.
Bro,
he didn't.
bro.
His shoulders didn't move or anything. It's right here. It's right.
Bro.
It's right.
Those
here.
are the type of moves that I hit children with at the playground when I'm just playing with them, bro.
Yeah.
And he just fell for it. Paul Pierce, oh my goodness. Couldn't think about down bad. Shit.
They don't love him like that.
Yeah.
All right, last one. What about the Steve Francis iconic up fake crossover?
This one's so funny. This is peak and one meets NBA.
Facts.
Because it's just like 7-8 dribble moves. Like Steve Francis
spamming.
And like I don't know if this one counts because it's like
he crossed
it took you 8 times to cross me over. Like, of course, after 8 times, I'm gonna think that you're gonna, go for a shot because I locked you up for 10 seconds. And this is like a 6. It's funny, but it's like a 6, and it's funny, but it's a 6 in disrespectfulness.
I give it an 8 because you still look like a dumbass, and it's very still disrespectful for him to continuously try that. All of his other teammates are watching. Just standing there like, yo, are you going to swing to me? I know the defender's like, yo, please swing, bro. Like, my ankles are begging for you right now.
This has to be an 8 because bro is in mid-air as he gets ran by. He's
Yeah.
not on the ground. He's in mid-air. He's
every single inch of vertical that he could possibly have to yank that shit, bro. Crazy.
That's
funny. This is sad.
That's hilarious.
8.
All right, well, that's the last one. We have, how many more TikToks I got left? We got one more TikTok.
Okay.
And this is going to be a little more straightforward. We haven't done this in a long time, since the summer. So, I'm going to name 2 NBA players. You let me know which one you'd rather build around.
Okay. Simple.
We'll go right off the gates, the hardest one. Luka Doncic or Giannis Antetokounmpo? This is probably the hardest one.
Give me Luka.
I'll take Giannis.
Oh, there's no right answer here. I guess I'll go Giannis.
Answer, to be honest.
I'll go Giannis, but it's tough.
Yeah, I definitely go Luka, so because I think he has just more time, obviously under his legs and shit, and with how far that he's leaped as an NBA player in the 4 seasons that he's been in the NBA, Lord knows what type of more things going to pick up under his game year 8.
I don't know how easy it's going to be to put a second star next to Luka.
That is true.
I can see a second star playing off of Giannis easier and being able to make like a better team dynamic. And the fact that Giannis is dominant on both ends of the floor, I think that's what sways me in this case.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just think Giannis is the best player in the world. Like, it's so easy to build around that. All you got to do is give him spacing and an adequate ball handler next to him, and you have a championship-ready team every single year.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
Next one, Zion Williamson or Joel Embiid?
Give me Joel. Give me Joel. We have to, and Zion's been better on defense, but we kind of have to we were waiting for that, kind of questioning if Zion is going to be able to use his athletic tools to be a good defender. Joel Embiid's already that. He's already fantastic on defense. And like we said earlier, 34-10 career efficiency, dominant on both ends of the floor. Give me Joel.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Joel hasn't been the playoff performer you'd want him to be, but he's also just been unlucky with injuries and things haven't broken his way. Once that luck goes the other way and he finally wins a championship, it's not going to be a conversation. He's one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with both of you guys. For a second, I think about it, but at the same time, Zion hasn't really shown me as much as Joel has over the course of his career. And I almost don't think about this. Give me Joel.
Yeah. I won't be shocked in a couple of years if we realize that Zion ends up being better than Joel. Yeah. But right now, I can't go there.
Yeah.
Next one. Devin Booker or Kevin Durant? And remember, age is part of this.
Oh, well.
Think about it.
Even still, I would take Kevin Durant.
Yeah? You'd rather have those 3 years of prime window over
yes.
Devin Booker's rest of his career?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
It's tough. That's tough. Devin Booker's really good, man.
Kevin Durant is even
He's
better.
Kevin Durant.
How old is Kevin Durant? How old
Kevin
is he?
Durant's 34.
34, 35.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Durant's old.
With how the NBA is now, I think he has he might have another 3 good years of he can average 30 if he wants.
So you're taking the 3 years of Kevin Durant versus the 8 or 9 of Booker?
Yes.
I think I'm taking the 8 or 9 over Booker personally.
Okay, I don't know.
Because I have more of a window, and
I mean, I don't think you have
the window for me.
I don't think you have a true championship window for 5 years with Devin Booker as your best player.
Well, I feel like I trust Devin Booker more long term for obvious reasons, and of course, Kevin Durant, he makes up his mind like the weather, bro. It changes. He
Facts.
changes
I gotta think about that too.
Day. So
one thing about Kevin Durant, he's gonna leave that team.
If I'm a GM, I can sleep way better if I have Devin Booker over Kevin Durant on my team, bro. Kevin Durant, we wake up in the middle of the night, I see fucking tweets all over the place, bro. I'm good on that.
And obviously this probably won't make the talk, but in Durant's defense, he leaves when his contract is up. He does not leave in the middle of his contract.
Cap.
When is he left?
He's requested a trade with 4 years left.
And look at the circumstances that caused it.
They just said no. He tried.
No, but look at the circumstances that caused him to make that trade. Unless you have historically bad turmoil in your franchise, Kevin Durant is going to play for you, and he's going to play every game, or at least try to play every game, and he's going to hoop.
That is true.
Okay, fair enough.
That is true. I'm still thinking Booker though.
Next one. Wrong. Donovan Mitchell or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
That's tough.
Yeah, this
hard
is hard
as
as
fuck,
fuck.
Man. Super hard.
Because we haven't seen Shai in the playoffs yet at all.
We haven't, but I'm gonna go out there on a limb and say Shai's gonna be great in the playoffs.
I would agree with that. His game just screams to me that he's built for the playoffs.
Man, D-Mitch is good.
But I'm taking D-Mitch.
Give me D-Mitch.
I have to. Sorry.
I got to take D-Mitch. I think his athleticism gives me a little notch up over Shai.
And he's a better playmaker than you would think.
Yeah. And we've seen Donovan Mitchell on a team that doesn't hate each other completely dominate in the playoffs. So I'll take D-Mitch.
Yeah, give me Mitchell.
I'll go with you. I'll pick
D-Mitch
too. I'll pick D-Mitch, but I don't feel good about it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Next one. Darius Garland or Tyrese Halliburton?
Tyrese?
Didn't even think about it?
No. I don't. I think Tyrese. We already have Tyrese Halliburton as one of the 20 best players in the league. This man is an all-star. He's insanely efficient. He's a better passer than Garland. and he's going to be great for a long, long time. I'll give you Tyrese.
It's hard to not give Garland a single thought, but like Tyrese is a generational playmaker. Like you said, like it's got to be Tyrese.
Yeah, but Darius Garland was an all-star. Tyrese Halliburton is not an all-star yet.
Will be
for until tomorrow when they announce he's going to be an all-star.
Will be, but still, I'm still sticking Tyrese just because like
by the time this comes out,
what
Tyrese
he does is unprecedented, and I feel like I can get. I feel like I can get another version of Darius Garland in the next, almost in every draft. There's some player who plays like
that. Okay,
damn, chill.
Okay, take that for what you will.
I know what you
every
mean.
draft, every other
it's
draft.
Harder to find Tyrese. I get it.
I'm more likely to find a player like Darius compared to someone who has the abilities of Tyrese.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. You're right. That's fair. Last one: Trae Young or Anthony Edwards?
Give me Trae Young.
Yeah,
give me Trae Young.
Trae.
Listen, I agree. Trae Young is much better right now, but your ceiling is really limited. But holding a guard of that, but your ceiling is really limited with a guard that's that bad on defense. And maybe you could argue that the idealized version of Anthony Edwards doesn't have that fatal flaw, and you could build a team around that.
Yes, but even with Trae, like Trae offensively is still fantastic. He's a much better passer than Anthony Edwards is, and if you build the right team around him, if you get a 2-guard who can defend, then you can just do what the Warriors did, and you can hide Trae Young everywhere, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but the Warriors can do it because they had
right now, Donovan.
Tell me. Around him.
Was that?
Say, what the fuck ain't they doing that with the Hawks right now? We got DeJounte Murray. That sounds so easy.
True.
Listen, he is not relegated to just being the 2-guard. They're trying to play this like your turn, my turn type of stuff.
Yeah.
They try to have two point guards. It's just not
in a
work.
perfect world.
They
I
need
would say
Andre
Anthony. In a perfect world, I would say Anthony Edwards, but there's just a few things missing from his game that would make me feel a lot better about constructing a team, specifically key for Trae Young, given just how extraordinary his long shooting is and also his passing.
Yeah, I get that. Trae Young's the safer bet, but I think maybe the Anthony Edwards team has a higher ceiling if things go right.
Yeah, I could definitely agree about that. I can definitely agree with that.
But I also don't really know if I see Anthony Edwards passing up Trae Young, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of the segment. And you know what that also means? That's the end of the episode.
Oh, wait. Actually, Isaac.
Oh.
LeBron James, he has like 177 points. So that means within the next 5 games that he plays, I have a TikTok idea, but maybe we could save it for next episode so you can get it out ASAP. Or we could do it this one.
I guess we save it for next episode. We're already at an hour and a half. I guess we might as well.
Yeah, let's just save it for the next episode.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Well, yeah. This episode's done. Tell me what the people should comment if they're still here.
Oh. Klay Thompson is not famous for headbands.
Oh, my God.
Thank you.
All right, we're out of here. Good night. See you later.
He's mad.
Goodbye.